Fee, fi, fo, fum. You look like a big one. Today we're looking at people who want to normalize obesity. Why would you want to do that? Why should it be normal to be overweight? This has got to be one of the worst quotes I've seen. You've really tried to be smart there, but what are you on about? Obesity has nothing to do with food. Car crashes have nothing to do with cars then. The sun coming up has nothing to do with the sun. Truth bomb. For me, when I figured out it was never about the food, it's hard realization because I've blamed food for so long. Just like there is no good food or bad food, you can't blame it. It's just food. Well, yeah, you don't blame food for being obese. You blame yourself for eating that much to get there. But what are you on about? You made a video of yourself eating pizza saying obesity and food, they don't correlate at all. Nothing between them. Different universes. Is your brain in a different universe? Because what are you saying? You are allowed to take accountability for what you do, you know. You can say food has something to do with obesity. You don't have to make up things. Truth bomb. What an amazing start to the video. I can tell every single post in this video is going to be super intelligent.
My husband said I can eat a piece of cake if it fits on this tiny plate, okay? I got my cake, guys. Baby.
What the fuck? If only you actually tried that hard on your diet. That might have actually been the only time you've unlocked another level to your brain. Because you know the reward was more cake. That is a diabolical cake slice, even on a big plate. Well, the fact that you even have a husband to begin with is crazy. But if only you tried that hard to get yourself into a gym, it would actually be good. By the way, before someone comments, oh, you hate fat people, you're so fat phobic. First of all, what the f is fat phobic? Second of all, I don't hate fat people. I don't support people promoting obesity and being overweight as a good thing. It's unhealthy and it shouldn't be a thing we just laugh along with and be like, well, that's super fun. We don't want to look like the ghost of Christmas past.
Reasons why traveling with public transport in Europe is traumatizing for me as an American plus-sized woman. All the seats are extremely narrow. Does this even fit an average-sized person?
Well, clearly it fits an average-sized person. That's why they're there to begin with. You're asking that question as a plus-size American woman. What does that even mean, mate? That's like a new category of fat, innit? Like, that's not the average fat. That's like the step above.
Just like the seats, the check-in entries are way too narrow. I feel so dehumanized when people watch me struggle to get through the gates.
If you can't get past some barriers where they scan your tickets, there's got to be an issue. I understand if you were like disabled and, you know, had a wheelchair and, you know, the wheelchair didn't fit or something. If it's because you're too fat, then like that tells you something. And I know the average person in the Netherlands and the average person in the USA look very different, but come on.
The platforms can only be reached by steep and very long stairs.
Not the stairs. That's American plus-size women's worst nightmare. The stairs.
There is a huge gap between the platform and the train entrance. It makes me feel very anxious every time when I step into a train. And remember, my body isn't the problem. The system is.
The system is the problem. You need to take a step that's about this far. Elderly people who are 90 years old can do that, but you can't because you ate too many burgers. How are they going to change that? Realistically, if the system had to change, sure, you can get bigger seats. If she's complaining this much about trains when she gets to Europe, I wonder what her flight there was like. It must have been dreadful.
When people talk about black women being obese, I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create.
What am I listening to? A diet's racist now. This sounds so stupid. I don't even know if I want to watch further. The stupidest reasoning I've ever heard for this is about to come up, bro. Let's just hit play.
We are living in the Trump era. And look, those policies kill our people. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
I don't even know what to say. Do calories work different if you're a different race? Actually, most of the crowd members that I'm seeing aren't even fat. So are they a different race? Are they just disguised? Yeah, like, yes. If you're on about, like, stress causing issues about losing weight, yes. Cortisol levels and stuff like that. And, you know, people stress eat and stuff. But that's not anything to do with, like, food equals different things for you than it does that person there because they're a different race than you. That's not how it works. I actually can't believe some of these people are walking amongst us. Well, I say walking. They're, like, waddling. But you know what I mean. Yeah, you never lose. Your organs are losing. Your bones are losing. Every single thing in your body is losing. But at least you're winning, girl. Don't come up with a solution. Complain about it on TikTok and make jokes and be happy with it. Fake happy. Let's be honest. You give this person the ability to snap their fingers and have their dream body of not being extremely morbidly obese. They would take it. But guess what? It doesn't take a snap of a finger. It takes work to get from that all the way there.
I would actually prefer not to be weighed today.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
What are these people doing? You're not gonna let the doctor do their proper job because you don't want to be weighed. Me, for years during my unhealthy relationship with food, weight, and my body, I would get panicked about being weighed. That going to the doctor terrified me. It wasn't until about 5 years ago that I just asked them to stop telling me what the number was, and I still don't know. And it wasn't until 2 years ago that I learned you are not required to even step on that scale, babe. Besides, being weighed for medication / prepping for surgery, you are not required. And in fact, this may help ease your anxiety about coming across doctors who can't seem to diagnose you without bringing up your weight. I've discovered lovely weight neutral doctors who monitor literally everything else without my weight being a factor, and you deserve the same care and freedom from stigma. A weight neutral doctor. I've seen a lot of these videos of obese people trying to promote obesity and it's saying it's healthy and it's fine. And one of the things I always see is that they get annoyed at medical professionals for telling them that their weight is an issue for what problems they're having. They get annoyed at that. Just fix me up. I don't give like, that's not how it works. People just want a magic cure and don't want to be told that they're unhealthy.
I was 8 years old in that appointment where I remember clear as day, my doctor holding up the growth chart. She asked me what my favorite food was, and I said tomatoes.
I am pretty sure most children would be like, ice cream. You said tomatoes. We can tell you're already lying.
And my mom, bless her heart, was like, but you love mac and cheese. And then it was this whole thing of, well, cat's out of the bag or something or whatever. Like, I'm like, so do a lot of skinny people love mac and cheese, but my favorite food is tomatoes. I eat tomatoes to this day. I eat tomatoes basically every day. Like, why is the assumption that I was like hiding that?
That's your story. I like tomatoes. Mummy said I like mac and cheese. We need 10 more podcasts right now. How is drawing an ogre gonna make me be okay with obesity?
What I eat in a day is a 26-year-old at Disney.
Oh no. Get ready for some insane calories. Every time I watch one of these videos, Disney adults look like they're competing in a food eating challenge, but they're just playing against themselves.
Okay, so first place I went to is Cafe Daisy. I got this watermelon lemonade. Look at how gorgeous. It was so good, way better than I expected. Then I got the Daisy dog. I'd have to rate this as 7 out of 10. It was nothing special, but it was, oh my gosh, the best part was I got the cheesy pizza flop over.
You already had all of your calories for the day. That was breakfast. God, look at that sausage. Unnecessary amount of sausage, really, isn't it? Like, let's be honest, that sausage is way too big. I think most people would agree that's too big. Like, that's not even like nice because it's too big. Insane meal to start off your day. Just no nutrients, just carbs. Love it. Great. Next one.
My cousin gave me a taste of his orange drink and it was so good. Later on, I got thirsty again, so I got this raspberry lemonade. I give this a 9 out of 10.
If you're thirsty, drink some water. Don't drink whatever this is. Orange drink and red drink. What are you even drinking? You're just drinking colors. Do Americans just drink colors?
Then we headed over to Tiana's Palace and I had the house bengay. Sadly, I would give this a 5 out of 10 because it had like no flavor. Okay, now for the best part, I got the house gumbo. It's actually so good. Rice was to die for.
Okay, that one wasn't too bad, but considering you've already had so many calories to begin with, we should have gone a bit lighter for lunch, but it's okay. Let's see what you had next.
And then I also got myself a kid's meal. I got the ham and cheese sandwich. It's actually a lot better than I expected. I give this an 8 out of 10.
You already had a pizza and a hot dog and fries and the orange drink, blue drink, yellow drink. Now for lunch, you're having a meal on top of a meal. Like, bro, I told you, they act like it's an eating challenge when they go to Disney.
Next, I headed to Harbor Galley and I got these cookies. These are so worth it, you guys. So worth it. If you get anything, get these cookies. Cousin didn't want his applesauce, so I had another applesauce. I don't know why, but these actually really hit today.
You had a pouch of pureed apple. That's the most nutrient-rich food you had that day. That's telling us something.
For dinner, I went to the Golden Horseshoe and I got some chicken tenders and some fries. I had ranch and barbecue, which was so amazing. Literally everything was so amazing. Okay, at the same place, I also had to try the funnel cake. I would give this a 6 out of 10. I've definitely had better funnel cake.
How are you still hungry to eat stuff? You're telling me you then had chicken and fries and then a cake, a massive cake, by the way. What I'm saying is it wouldn't be terrible if you had, like, let's say one of those meals in that day, but just stacking everything on each other is crazy. I'm not a calorie counting expert, but God, if I had to count the calories, we'd feed a whole village.
Lastly, I went to the Cheeky Juice Bar and I had the strawberry Dole Whip. 8 out of 10 so good. Thanks for coming along, y'all. Bye.
You just had a massive cake with 3 more, even looks like ice cream on top of it. And then you have an ice cream as your dessert. Goodbye. It's only 6 p.m. and I know you're going home to eat more. Honestly, how do these people survive? I feel like if I eat enough bad food, my heart starts hurting or something.
Did they have brains or not? Don't make me laugh. They were popular.
First of all, I don't hate big women, whatever that means. Second of all, I definitely am not attracted to people who are obese. And most people in the world aren't. And I don't know why it's such an upsetting thing. What sort of lies are you being fed? I know that's not the only thing you're being fed. As I said before, I thought fat was beautiful. What's wrong? It ain't other people's fault people don't find you attractive. That's not how life works. You have an undesirable trait about you and you're annoyed about that. Well, change it, because that's actually one of the only things you can change when you have an undesirable trait.
Y'all, Target has lost their last mind. Go up a size or 2 in your moto jacket for an easy, effortlessly cool vibe. Go up a size or 2 from an XXL.
This just seems like a skill issue, you know, very unrelatable issue to the majority of people. Maybe in America this is more common than the rest of the world, but what I'm saying is I can't relate to this at all. Go up a size or 2 from XXL? Why are you at XXL to begin with? Just don't buy that piece of clothing. I don't get offended if I go to a store and they don't have my shoe size. You don't see me recording a TikTok and ranting about it. I just won't get that piece of clothing. It's not that big of an issue.
Yeah, y'all done lost y'all last mind. Target, let me give you a style tip. If you're gonna so inconsiderately suggest that people go up a size or 2, at least have the sizes, and not just online, also in store. Now, I don't know who told y'all that was a good idea, but y'all need to either fix that sign or fix your sizes. Hopefully both.
That's not your problem, is it? It's the problem of them not having quadruple XL on. Is it really fair if someone buys a small t-shirt for them to pay the exact same price as someone who would buy an XXXXL t-shirt? The material difference right there is insane. Surely the person paying for small should be paying less. I'm really here giving out ideas to major corporations to charge people more money. And that's why I became a YouTuber, to spread positivity.
Everything I ate today as a fatty.
We're starting out the day with some breakfast.
That's breakfast. A donut and a full glass of milk, which you keep in your car. Who eats breakfast in their car? Maybe some people do, okay? Maybe I'm just not the normal one here. Maybe I'm missing out. But also, that's not breakfast. That is just sugar and milk. Like, you're eating like Santa Claus when he comes down the chimney. That's not an example to follow.
And we also had to get some protein in for breakfast.
You know, you could have had just normal grilled chicken, but no, deep fried chicken is your protein with sauce.
We got Dutch Bros.
And then just more sugar in the drink. Do these people ever eat anything that has actual vitamins and nutrients inside? One single piece of vegetable, that's all I ask for.
We got cauliflower pizza for lunch.
Pizza for lunch. You had a donut and fried chicken for breakfast, and you're having pizza for lunch. Maybe I'm just getting rage baited here.
For dinner, we're eating a burger bowl.
You still drenched whatever you're eating in sauce, but apart from that, it's not terrible. I know you have some fries there, but it's okay. Having the donut is okay if you had a healthy day afterwards. You had a donut, pizza, and then burger with fries. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no issue of you maybe eating one of those things, but when you just stack them all together in the same day, that's the issue.
What if we walked through life without hiding or shrinking? What if doctors focused on our health, not just our size?
Why is this always an issue? You're just always annoyed at doctors for telling you you're overweight. They're doing their job!
What if joy wasn't reserved for a specific body type?
What are you on about? It literally isn't. You can have fun, mate. You can be a jolly good fellow and fat.
What if fat accessibility was the standard, not the exception?
Why would that be the standard? Why should we accommodate to everyone being fat? Are we living in Wally now? Listen, it's okay to be fat. You know, if you're a bit overweight, it's not the end of the world. You can still help yourself and you can still be healthy. Nothing in in life is permanent. I hope you actually take care of yourselves and don't listen to some idiotic advice like this on the internet. Like and subscribe or stairs will become your worst enemy.